those sometimes don't do quite as well because I think they're just boring. The ones I've got are just like me and my friends sat there talking or in the gym, and they don't seem to be as engaging as some of the brighter like infographics and stuff like that. So I've just got to play around with that. But yeah, since like you say, since commenting, it's one of those where I comment on some posts and then you look back and you realize you get sort of 10 followers in the space of 24 hours just randomly, and it's all stuff like that I can see how it's all working. I'm nowhere near Peter's level. Peter's the dream. Peter's the goal. That's what we're going.
No way.
Yeah.
I just got lucky. No, seriously, I think I got a lot of luck, and also of course, like I implemented a lot of the stuff. It does take a lot of time, to be honest. I spend way too much time on Instagram. There was a point where it did kind of stress the family out a bit because I was on there too much. Do you know what I mean? So I did do put a lot of time into it, but yeah. Anyway, less of that.
Yeah, one of those where I think I feel like I spend the same amount of time now that I did, but it's just more focused, and I guess I know what I'm doing, so it makes it easy for me to feel like at least I'm doing the right thing, and I can see how through time though, as you start getting followers and you start seeing that it works, you become more and more like, oh, I'm going to do more, and then do more.
Totally. Well, so what you said there, Daniel, about that initial learning, kind of the learning phase, I went through the same when I did the InstaSut challenge, Leon. At the beginning, I was clueless. I was just thinking, is this going to work? Is it really working? I couldn't, honestly. At the beginning, my first target was 1,000 followers as well, and I thought, it's just not happening. It's never going to get there. But I kept on doing it, tweaking things, and just going back to the notes on what to do. Try to refine things like you're doing now, Daniel, and just started to pick up traction. And it's just like Leon says, every single day you got to turn up and just do your thing. You got to post every single, even if you repost some other people's stuff, you'll get traction. Because from what I've noticed is when you post stuff from bigger accounts and they like your post, it will boost your post within the explore page, which is obviously where your niche is going to be hanging out, and it'll come to their attention more. It's going to come to their attention more so than if you didn't post regularly. So I've been struggling with that because I don't really like reposting people's stuff, because I'm quite proud of the fact that it's my own content and I want to do it myself. But I just came to the conclusion that I was holding myself back by not reposting stuff. And obviously the workload is pretty big as well. If you're trying to do 3 good quality posts a day, that's a huge amount of work in my opinion anyway. So
how do you find the process of writing the captions, Peter?
Okay. What do you mean? How do I find the process? How do I do it? Or
like how do you feel you come up with like a good caption, or like the structure of it and stuff like that?
I guess I've looked at how you advised us to do it. I look at other people's captions as well, just to get an idea, but mostly I just wing it. Sorry, but I just make it up as I go along, and I just try and think about what could catch people's attention. Maybe starting off with a question, not necessarily using the formula of a pain, blah blah blah, that type of thing. But I just go with the flow. I just try to be myself and express myself in a way I wouldn't probably normally express myself if I was face to face with someone. But it's like a writing persona. Writing's not a strength of mine, neither is video. But I got to try and practice. And I think just practicing, doing it more and more, is just helping. I'm still improving and trying to improve all the time. And it just takes time. At the beginning, when I talked to you before, you said I could repost some of my old stuff. I don't want to, because it's kind of embarrassing. The quality is pretty poor in my opinion, but yeah, you just improve. And I just think that I just try to think about what the audience wants to hear about and try to be a bit more casual, like I'm talking to them as a friend,
Right.
rather than being all technical. Because I see a lot of fitness pros. Daniel, are you a fitness pro as well? Are you in the same niche?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, what I see a lot of is people using very technical terms. And it's great if you're talking to fitness pros, but it's not really good when you're talking to the average person who's just starting out. They don't have a clue what a bloody posterior chain is or anterior chain is and all that.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to put it in simple terms and make it sound easy, I guess. And I try to incorporate both in my posts. Like, you're probably going to get, for example, I'll write something like, it's going to bore you to tears, but this is actually what it's called technically. But all you need to know is this, it means it's this. So I kind of try and dumb it down for them. But yeah, that's how I try to approach it anyway.
Peter, I think you said something really good earlier when you said you're being more yourself.
Yeah.
And Daniel, do you feel that they're going towards that route with your captions and content?
Yeah, definitely. I think like Peter said, is we're big on making sure that we talk to people in their language. So yeah, that's definitely a big thing. Is like I still use the term weight loss. Like we know that weight loss is technically the wrong term, but that's what they all use. Like they don't say fat loss, they say weight loss. So all those sorts of things, you know, we do, and we're quite good at. But yeah, I think it's one of those where for me, I think I always tried to be different on my post before. I thought I had to, like say, speak a certain way. And now since I've started, like you say, just talking as I would talk and just saying stuff like that, and even things like swearing, like I would swear. And I went through a process of trying not to do that. And I had people say to me like, oh, like it just didn't seem like you. Like they said, someone even said to me like, oh, have you got someone to write that for you? And I was like, no. And then it made me realize that I need to just put that across, and like I can be quite passionate. So like on my stories, for example, I'll say things and I'll swear occasionally if I'm quite passionate about it, and then it wasn't coming across on my profile.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really like I always talk about like on my bio is one of the things is helping you filter through the bullshit in the industry because it's just so full of it. And I want my page to be a place where people go, yeah, he's gonna filter through the bullshit, and not just, you know, like I said to you in our intro call, is like, I'm not bothered about having 30,000 followers. I'd rather have 6,000 who actually care about what I've got to say and all that sort of stuff. Like I'm not in it for that. I just want to know and have a tactic for what I'm doing on there, because I just feel like at the moment it's useless. But like you said, Peter, I feel like in 6 months' time I'll look back and I'll be like, oh my God, what was I doing? But you kind of have to go through that to realize that it doesn't work, or that you sound a bit like an idiot, or you've done it wrong. So yeah, no, I'm really excited, and I can see already, even what am I now? Not even 3 weeks in, that it's already changed how I view it, and how I write the captions, and I spend a bit of time thinking about, okay, what's the end user going to get out of this, rather than just posting for the sake of it. And then when I do have more followers, I can start just posting a random picture with just a one-line caption, and it's going to get traction because people are more aware of me and they know who I am. But at the moment, posting once a day, I feel like I have to give some sort of value. And then once I start posting 2-3 times a day, I can just post a cheeky picture of a selfie, and people are going to be like, okay, that's cool, that's what you're doing. Whereas at the moment, no one really gives a shit. So it's kind of finding that balance.
No, sorry, Daniel, you know what you said before about preferring to have 6,000 followers that are engaged and actually want to know and listen to you. It's exactly how I felt. I actually said that to Leon, like, yeah, it's great to have 1,000 followers and all, but do I really have 10,000 followers? You know, at the end of the day, if people are not engaging and ultimately they're not buying my stuff, or they're not, you know, I'm not getting any clients out of it, it's just an ego thing. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I've got 10,000 followers. So what? You know, no big deal. It's just on paper, isn't it? It's not even real. So I'm exactly the same. Even though I've got 10,000 followers, I'm not really that bothered about that. I'm more concerned about getting customers in the long term. But
Mm.
it's been for me. It's a long game for me. I'm not trying to sell myself too much yet. I'm trying to build up more of an audience first before I actually trying to monetize it better. That's my goal. And another thing I wanted to share with Leon and Daniel was about video.
Mm-hmm.
I've tested this just on myself. You know, I don't know how it translates to everyone else, but I don't know if you've noticed, but when I do a workout video these days, I'll try and do a cover of an infographic of the workout video.
Oh,
Yeah, I do that because
that's
I can guarantee you your reach will go at least 3 or 4 times more than if you just did a video.
So you put the cover, like you put an infographic before the video starts? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So, well, you know, no. I'll put an infographic plus the video together.
Oh, I see. Okay. So it's like the photo album thing where you like...
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll click two things. I'll click the infographic first, and then I'll add the video second.
Interesting.
So
Okay, like I can see it on your thing now.
Yeah. So I'll do that, and I'll share with you some stats. I don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Try and get in here. I don't always do it because I'm not always it's not always possible to do the videos. Let me try and find one.
So yeah, you have the multiple. So it's like the first.
Okay,
the first.
I
one
did
is
the
really cool
push-up.
infographic. Yeah.
So I did push-ups like a boss.
Right.
And it's coming up. I got 19,662 reach for that, and 187 profile visits, 475 likes, 523 saves. That's
Sweet.
the push-up one. And then if I just did like stack plank, I did this thing, this video, it goes straight to the video. It's called stack plank. I don't know if you've seen that one. Yeah. I haven't checked it since, but I remember it got 3,900 views. Sorry.
Yeah.
It got 3,900 views. Yeah. Shall I continue or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. That video, it goes straight to video, got 3,900 odd views. It's not great. It's okay. 185 likes, 19 profile visits, but I got a reach of 5,514.
So wow, significantly lower, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what I've seen all the way through. So every time I do a video now, I try to cover it with an infographic, even if it's something really simple like a title and an image. And then, because people just like infographics, that's the way I caught on to that ages ago by watching other, influencers. And then I played around with it. I thought, I'll try and do a bit of video. And the video thing just didn't seem to work. And then I looked at the stats and I thought, what if I did this? Try and put an infographic in front of the video.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, noticeably there was a huge difference in reach. And so, yeah, just a little sharing with you guys if you want to increase your reach with video. So rather have something infographic covering it first rather than just having the video.
Yeah, it's a good one. I haven't heard of that before.
Yeah. Probably no one wants to share that. Yeah.
Connor just joined us. Hey, man. If you want to chime in or tell us about what's going on with you, feel free, man. And
hello. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of eating as well at the same time, so I feel a bit rude.
It's all good, man.
So I'm just currently I'm just trying to understand Instagram more, really, the use of hashtags as well. Just generally find that sometimes I'll start a new set of hashtags and I'll get 2 likes. And it's kind of it feels a bit embarrassing, especially if you're putting out quite quality content. You kind of thinking, I'm putting really good content out, so why am I not getting more likes? But then it's just getting that understanding of it's not always about likes, it's about engagement and actually transferring into sales as well. That's pretty much where I'm at, just kind of testing with Instagram, really.
Did you see the stuff about the hashtags that we did yesterday?
Yeah, I saw the I did see the post. I think I saw Daniel's post on it. I saw his hashtags. I saw him commenting, and I saw the document that he also sent out as well. So I'm just having a look through that. Then I'm going to start testing the water, seeing how I can change my sort of hashtag usage. Really.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just a matter of like focusing on your hashtags. Because you might be using too broad of like too general hashtags. Because then
I think I am using too much hashtags where it's got like hundreds of thousands of people using them, and obviously they're just bots.
Mhm.
They're just not quality engagement leads, really.
Hold on, let me see something. Peter or Daniel, you guys can chime in too if you guys want.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I've only just started noticing the like the actual insights of each post as well. So again, it's just little things like I just didn't even know half this stuff existed. So it's things like that. Like when you start saying like, oh, work out which hashtags works best. I've always been like, how? Like, how does it even happen? And then now you're like, okay, well now I know I can click on this and I can look at it and I can see how many clicks are coming from the hashtags that I put in that day and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, like I said, I think for me it's just a case of, like say, a couple of weeks.
I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could look at where the clicks are coming from the hashtags.
Yeah, I've literally just done it now. Like, I can't, just when you said it there and you said that you
Is
could.
that a new
you could see
function
how
or
many people.
something?
So like
Wait,
on
what?
the
What?
on the post, so like I've got a post up here, and then you click on View Insights, and then if you go to that bit, and there's like a bit at the bottom,
Yeah.
and then I just swiped up a little bit, and it tells you how many clicks you had through from hashtags.
Oh, all
from
right.
pro-
No way, I
From
didn't even know
home.
that happened.
Yeah, well, it's new.
That's
Must be
brand
new.
new.
I feel less
Oh.
stupid now that I'm the one that's found that out. But that's,
From home, from explore, from profile. Wow, that's amazing.
That's
so you can
awesome.
actually see, I guess, which like it wouldn't tell you which hashtag they've clicked on. but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
tells
Yeah.
But even that, they didn't have that before. I don't.
No, yeah, this is brand new.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool. Okay, that's right. Then.
Oh, that's great. Nice discovery, Daniel.
Yeah, well, I was clicking on it and I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. And I guess it
Wow.
just, and the question I asked Leon before you two came on as well was obviously he's not had enough time to work it out, but it is now that obviously you can follow hashtags, I guess that the things that our clientele are going to post, the hashtags they use when they post their own pictures are going to be very different to the hashtags they're now going to potentially follow if they're following a hashtag. So like, for example, if one of my clients wouldn't put out a picture of their food and put hashtag fat loss tips, but they might follow the hashtag fat loss tips. So I guess the way that we put hashtags on posts now could change because we want to be in those hashtags that people are potentially following. And I'm assuming there's going to be stats on that at some point about how many people are following each hashtag, I guess. There must be at some point, but
I'd love to see that.
so you wouldn't want to put hashtag fitness because again, it'd be a waste of time. But some of the more niche ones, I suppose, could be useful. But
Yeah, it's a good observation, man. I think the time might be up for the Zoom call because we can only do 40 minutes at a time. So like if we get disconnected, I'll just make another one. But yeah, we can keep going.
Great.
But yeah, for infographics, Peter, what do you use? Like I've heard, we work as a group of 6 people in who I work for, so they all use Canva and stuff like that, and I've just never really got on with it. I just don't.
Everyone uses Canva.
It's just Canva, yeah.
So,
I suppose once you've got a few templates, though, it's easy to just chop and change them.
it's kind of done from scratch each one, to be honest.
Is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just have the logo on it, and then that's it. Every single one's done from scratch. So it takes, for me anyway, maybe I'm a bit dumb, but it takes me a long time to do the infographic. And well, first you got to come up with the idea, and then you got to think, how can I present this in a way that's easy to understand?
Yeah,
and people will get it straight away. And sometimes I hit, sometimes I miss. You know, it's a learning process. And then after that, you got to figure out how to write a good caption as well, and then the hashtags. So, like you say, like I said, it is kind of a learning process, and it's a step-by-step thing. You just got to keep at it and try and refine it. And also, what I was going to say to Connor was, you know, even if you're putting out quality content right now and it's not getting any traction, don't worry about it, because if it's quality content, you can repost it later on. So
yeah, that's Peter, to be fair, what I've been doing is I've just been updating my infographics to make them look a lot better than just recycling it, basically.
Yeah.
Because changing it and then deleting the old one quickly.
Yeah. Well, you don't even need to delete it. You can just archive it. And but yeah, that's one thing. That
opinion on Instagram stories as well. How do you find that on the Insta stories?
I'm just starting to try and do more on there, but not too much yet. I'm trying to just do random stuff. I don't put too much thought into it, to be honest. But I do try to put some random things on. What I've done is, like today, I did a stupid calorie thing. Like, oh, how many calories is this? I've even done stupid things like take a picture of a body part on my body and ask people, what body part is this? and I swear, people actually send me the answer in my DM. You know, they'll actually freaking answer me. It's like,
engagement.
I try to make it as obscure as possible, like the crease between my biceps and my forearm, and trying to make it look like a calf muscle rather than a forearm. And then people actually get it right. I'm like, Jesus, how do you get that right? So yeah, I do random stuff. But I'm not very good on story at the minute. So that's another learning process as well.
Leon, is there like a good like ratio to have of people who follow you and potentially those people then that watch your story? Like, is that good for like engagement and building a bit more of a trust?
Well, yeah, if you do more stories, you'll get more of that like personal feel to it with your audience. And some people will just start to just watch your stories instead.
Yeah.
So I don't know the exact percentages of like how much your audience would do that, but adding that stories is going to definitely add more like intimacy between the relationship.
Because I've noticed, like we talked about the follower count not being hugely important, but I've got friends who've got 6,000 followers and they get like maybe 500 people watch their stories, and I'm getting 250 watch my stories from 1,300. And it's just understanding, I guess, that element of who cares if someone's just following you because you look good without your top on or whatever. It's about having what are they actually getting from you. So yeah, I think that's what I mean. I just didn't know if there was like a good number to aim for, a good ratio, or trying to push people towards your story. If they've been, sort of in a post, is it worth trying to say to people, look, head over to my story? I've done that before, is like send people between the two, is go,
exactly.
Oh, if you watch this story and then I put a new post out, I circle it and go comment with your favorite thing or whatever. And likewise, put a post out to say, if you didn't see my Instagram story about this subject, I go into more detail or whatever. And trying to get them go between the two. But I found the stories for you, Peter, I guess it'd be with the amount of followers you've got would be a great way to really engage people and get them involved, because you can really get a lot of interaction from people on it. I found that's the one I'm probably a little bit better at than the actual posting, probably.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I would say keep doing that, where you send people on both, like on the stories and on your posts. And what was I going to say? Now you can like pin certain stories now too on your profile, which is new. And now, Peter, now you can tell people to swipe up to do some actions too, eh?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, I was thinking. Everyone keeps on going. So what happens when you get to 10,000 followers? I'm like, nothing. I know. I've noticed that there's a link. You can link stuff on stories. I didn't know you could swipe up and do stuff.
Yeah, so you gotta do more stories there, Peter.
Okay, I need to get into that a bit more.
More work.
Yeah, more work.
You can get them to literally land straight on a landing page. If you just go swipe up, and they can literally be there on literally Apple Pay right there on the next page.
Right.
If you
I
set it up
see.
like that.
I've seen that before, and I just thought that was because people were promoting or paying for a promotion.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize it was something that you get access to once you get to that number of followers.
You're an influencer. Yeah,
Wow,
that's what they call it.
that's interesting.
There's a few sequences that you can use on. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Connor.
No, I said an Instagram god.
No
Instagram.
way. No. Not at all, mate. Every one of you guys, you can do it too, because I started exactly where you're at. And I actually, before I started, I was so scared of Instagram. I didn't even want to touch it. Seriously, I hated it that much. But it was just because of Leon that I actually got started again. I thought, oh, I'll give it another go. But I did actually really commit myself to give it my all. So, yeah, it's worked out good so far. So I'm still, obviously it's still work in progress. But at the end of the day, it's all about trying to get clients in it. It's not the number of followers, really, is it?
Right, guys, I've got to shoot. I've got a client call. I've got a 10. But good chatting to you guys, and I'll catch you next time.
All right.
See you later.
See you.
Yeah.
Peter and
Yep.
Connor, for your stories, I'll share some like sequences that you could use to start putting some things together. So you lead up to
Cool.
telling them to give them an action to like go see your post or swipe up or whatever it is that you want to do. I follow this girl called her username is AM Polo. She does stories really, really well.
Okay.
She, tells you like a few workouts that she does. She'll be like, swipe for like the next workout, and then you go to the next story, and then it's like she does like one exercise, and then the next exercise, and then the next one, and then she does a summary post, and then the next one she gives you like a swipe up to like download the whole cheat sheet or whatever it is.
Oh, wow.
So you can start using it that way to like start with like the opening headline or whatever it is, and then give some info, and then then the call to action after that. So
Okay.
even if you don't have the 10K like Connor or anyone else in the group, like you can tell them to like, you can screenshot your account and like mention your username and be like, click link in the bio to get the guide or whatever it is.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. It will. Okay, this thing is gonna stop soon. So, is there anything else that you guys want to touch on?
My most mainly just listening, really, to see what everyone else is doing, to see what I'm missing out on. That's the only reason why I jumped in as quickly as possible. And obviously, Peter on, and I know it's going to be like good, valuable listening time, really, and worthwhile. But I think like the best thing is I'm just assuming you just have to keep going, you just have to keep showing up, don't you? And just keep putting out content consistently, and just finding the right hashtags, obviously gain leads and engagement, I'm assuming.
Yep, pretty much it.
Yeah, sums it up.
Keep going. Just gotta keep going, mate. Try.
How long have you been doing Instagram for, Peter?
It's been, I can't remember, to be honest, about 6 months, maybe 7 months.
That's quite good in terms of like your following as well. It's grew quite fast.
Yeah, I can't complain. I'm very happy with it. But yeah, like I say, just follow those steps. Just follow the basic stuff that Leon's teaching, because that's where that's my foundation, basically. That's how I got started, and that's the majority of where I've gotten traction and success from. I was clueless. No, seriously, not. I'm not Team Leon. I am, but I'm not. You get what I mean? He's not paying me.
I didn't even know he got to that point. Like,
no, but he didn't. He was clueless. I've been stalking him on Facebook. I followed him on Facebook without his knowledge, and I do. I was watching his posts, and then one time he actually posted something on Facebook that got me to join the Triple Your Tribe, which was, it's not about getting followers, it's about getting customers. And I'll share this with you, Connor. I'm not bothered. I'm not getting a load of customers yet. It's still a work in progress, but my aim is to get clients in the future. But I'm trying to build it up, trying to get a good reputation of helping people before I actually start selling big, more so. I wouldn't say big time, but selling more so to people. And I'm just trying to put as much effort into it as possible to build a good relationship with people and get just build that base up, and then I can maybe have more success when I do come to sell to them. So I am playing long game, and the more followers I get. The only problem that I personally I'm critical of myself is that I've never been very good at niching down my nailing down my avatar. I'm really bad at that. Because I'm from the PT background where it's like you train anyone and everyone, and it's still a struggle. Even though I've been doing this for a while now, I still struggle with trying to niche down. But before I did think about trying to go towards the female fat loss market, but yeah, I'm still not there yet.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, it's always a work in progress. I just follow the flow, because I've noticed that most of my audience is female. 62% of them are female, so maybe I just go with the flow.
I think it's 77% male.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah,
so,
and this is strange though, because it's just infographics that you put in there. Then I do post like a picture where I've done photo shoots and etc., which I'm assuming then builds up the male following.
Probably because I don't do many topless pictures, and I guess I don't talk about building muscles. It's not always about muscle building or bulking up and all that. It's more just general stuff. I guess women are more, they like that kind of stuff more.
Yeah.
And I reckon women just like infographics more. I'm just guessing, but it seems that way so far.
Yeah.
All
right, guys. I gotta end it here.
Okay. Thanks, Leon.
Good chatting with you guys.
Yeah.
And
nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Bryce, Connor.
And Connor, I think I didn't have a look at your hashtags yet. I didn't see you comment on that.
I'll comment on it today. I'll literally do it straight after this.
Okay, cool, man. And I'll look for more for you, man.
Yeah, cool. Speak to you soon, man.
All right, take care, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.